Adding, subtracting, dividing, and multiplying with decimals is really easy. Adding, subtracting, dividing, and multiplying with decimals is really easy. Adding, subtracting, dividing, and multiplying with decimals is really easy. Adding, subtracting, dividing, and multiplying with decimals is really easy. Adding, subtracting, dividing, and multiplying with decimals is really easy. Adding just requires you to match the decimal. Also, if you need to remember, zeros are always there. Before that, you can imagine that the decimal's not there. When you're finished adding it, remember to add a decimal. Adding, subtracting, dividing, and multiplying with decimals is really easy. All four operations with decimals is easy. Subtracting is the same as adding. Match the decimal at the end. Also, if you need to remember, zeros are always there. Now all you have to do is subtract, and then match the decimal. Now you are done in there. You have your answer. Adding, subtracting, dividing, and multiplying with decimals is really easy. Adding, subtracting, dividing, and multiplying with decimals is really easy. All four operations with decimals is easy. Multiplying is very similar. Forgot the decimals there. Then all you have to do is multiply. Don't go away, there's more. Count the numbers behind the decimal. Then move the decimal at many spaces. Now you have your answer. And now you are done. But you have to remember to add a decimal, or else your answer is not accurate. This technique is useful. You can also use it for percentages and for lots of other things. It's also just handy to know. Adding, subtracting, dividing, and multiplying with decimals is really easy. Adding, subtracting, dividing, and multiplying with decimals is really easy. Adding, subtracting, dividing, and multiplying with decimals is easy. Dividing's not that hard either. Forget the decimals there. Unless your divisor has a decimal. Then you have to move the decimal, the number of spaces that will make the divisor whole. Then move it the same spaces on the dividend and match up the decimal. Also, I forgot to mention, always match the decimal, even if your divisor is whole. This technique is also useful, and most like to argue the fact that it is the most difficult among all of the decimal operations. Adding, subtracting, dividing, and multiplying with decimals is really easy. Adding, subtracting, dividing, and multiplying with decimals is really easy. Adding, subtracting, dividing, and multiplying with decimals is really easy.